Welcome back to Trumbull Valley. This is our third episode. We are still living at Checkpoint Delta because I am just unambitious. But also, it is worth checking out how brightly lit this base is. Brian Menard was pointing that out in the chat, and he's absolutely correct. This is what we were talking about when we had, Megan and Valkyrie, on the official stream, talking about the extra work they put into the lighting at our bases. This is what we meant. We were really aware of the fact that, bases still, even when you've got power, historically have tended to get pretty dark. And so we really, really put a ton of effort into making sure these were livable spaces. If you've got power, then, this place gets pretty darn bright. So right now, I've got a few problems I want to solve. My base is small, first of all. Checkpoint Delta is the smallest base that we've done as a starter base. And so I really want to move into the Daybreak FOB over here, but there's a couple obstacles in my way there. One is this Plague Heart, obviously. Another is the fact that I'm kind of short of materials, which means that I haven't upgraded my workshop yet. I can't make Molotov cocktails yet, and so that is going to make it a little bit harder for me to fight Plague Hearts. And then also I'm chasing down some bounties right now that require me to complete missions. And so I think I'm not going to go out right this second. I've equipped for it, but actually I think I'm not going to go out right this second to fight the Plague Heart. Let's drop some of this stuff. Maybe that's what we'll aim for by the end of the episode, but the first thing I want to do is go out, grab some materials, and complete a mission. So...
Hello, anybody? I really need some help here.
Heading your way, I say.
All right, Melissa. I'm sure that you're going to be a very competent person with no problems, and that I'm going to not regret at all coming to help you out. Malator, thank you for saying nice things about the update. Oh, so Zedric, I'm really sorry that you're running into problems with the missions. Which particular missions are causing you problems, Zedric? Because there are a few different issues that we've seen with the mission since we went live. One of them is the final ISB mission repeating multiple times. One of them is the fact that it can be very slow to progress through some of the story missions, to the point where some players are getting the impression that the missions are broken entirely, which I don't think is true, but I think the slowness is a big problem that makes it feel that way legitimately. Folks are enthusing in the chat about the farm compound being a great base. I agree about that.
I'm thinking we got a Plague Heart nearby.
By the way, how is the audio balance? I'm kind of winging it right now. What?
We got you, I say.
Hey out there. Trusty here, coming to you again from the ruins of Marshall. I've had people ask me if the crumbling old plague walls are dangerous. The best answer I have is, I don't think so. And if that's not enough for you, just remember I'm technically still just a grad student. If I ever finish up my master's degree, I'm sure I could come up with a better answer.
So,
Or at least a longer one.
okay, come on, Tressie.
Take care. Stay strong.
Anyway, so this illustrates... Oh my gosh, Screamer. Give me a second to talk, buddy. All right. So this illustrates one of the perennial problems we have with missions. I believe at the beginning of this mission, she is supposed to seem like she has been trapped here by zombies. And there's supposed to be zombies around. Problem is we've got two fairly large safe areas around here that prevent zombie spawning. And there's also other factors that make it more difficult to spawn zombies sometimes for missions. And so we end up with a mission that acts like something is going on that is not going on. And this is just extremely difficult to solve because anything we change that will help this mission could break other things somewhere else in the game. And so so this is just, we keep hammering on it, keep trying to make it slightly better in different ways, and it just kind of stays a little bit weird sometimes, and I'm sorry about that. I think that this experience is going to teach us a lot in future games about, what are the problems you can run into, what do you have to think about in advance when you're planning your zombie spawning system. And hopefully we'll do better as we go forward.
You're safe, Otto. Let's get you home.
I owe you one.
De nada.
But I'm not going to complain that much that I didn't have to fight any zombies here. I like Jack Kilgore. I don't necessarily want his life in danger. So where are we headed? Down there. Back across the bridges. Okay. Wait, that's not the bridge I want to cross. I mean, I guess it's as good as any, but I think I'd rather actually go the other direction. Because I want to drive across the cute little footbridge. Which I think is this direction? Did I go the wrong direction? Nope, it's the right direction. Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh, Cogs points out that I forgot to update. I forgot to update my Twitch information as usual. State of Decay 2. There we go. Should probably say his own game up in the title.
Twain here, confirming that none of us are perfect. Maybe you drank too much or didn't pay alimony. Hey, maybe you just didn't recycle. None of that matters now. The network isn't concerned with your past. We're all in this together now, and the future is what matters.
It's funny that
The information the network shares might actually save civilization.
it's funny that Twain is talking about maybe you drank too much when I'm taking home one of the brewers.
Zombie,
Whoa.
not too far away.
Oh, of course they're living in a barn. Why wouldn't they be living in a barn?
Well, I'll be. We made it back. There's gin in the back if you need a little hair of the dog.
Okay.
Gin. That's twice today somebody saved my life.
These people. Ah!
I
Okay.
spotted a plague zombie.
Looks like you got him. Is that everybody? Anyway, who's I talking to? Melissa?
Thank you. Like, seriously. Thanks.
All right. And that completed another mission for my bounty. All right, so I am out here looking for... Ooh, a bloater. I'm out here looking for materials. I think a lot of the places that are right around me might struggle with that. Let's actually head over to this bridge outpost. Not because we think we're going to get materials there, but just because I noticed there's a bloater there. I want to take care of it. And I just really like looting places full of ammo. So we'll do that because it's fun. And then we'll go get some materials. Oh, wait, this is a military medical site right here. Maybe this is going to be good. I'm just going to get distracted and not do my stated goals. That's my plan.
Outpost for sure.
Sata Hotpot, I'm really sorry that you're having those troubles with the Microsoft Store. Unfortunately, like we don't have any control over that. Like we're as sort of blindsided as anyone else about the fact that right around the time that our update landed, it became difficult to get things like that from the Microsoft Store. But I know that people have, you know, people who are in a position to do something about it have noticed and are working hard to try to solve it. I just don't know any more details than that because it's happening outside the studio.
Oh, good. Nothing.
Okay. Well, you know, at least I don't have too much to carry. Now, we'll head over to the other bridge, take care of that bloater, raid that military site, and then we'll go looking for materials. Haha, corn. Whoa! Okay, you jerk zombie. Where are you? There he is. Hey there, friend.
Watch that stinky stuff.
Watch that stinky stuff. Rules for life. Watch that stinky stuff. Real quick, I should pop open my requests queue in case someone decides to spend any channel points.
Hey, we've been robbed. Stop that thief.
Oh, apparently I need to do it from here.
Kidding me?
Oh no, a thief! Oh no, what'll I do? Okay, so Jedi Psych Tricks has actually formally requested that I play State of Decay 1 one of these days. So okay, I'm gonna have to work that into my plans. So I did not work on the original release of State of Decay 1. I was hired about 2 weeks after the game came out, basically just in time for me to have played the game moments before my interview.
Okay, that's heavy.
All right, this is a nice haul. Let's definitely drop this off, but then what is this? HBPDW from the Stay Frosty pack. 7.62 plus some 7.62 ammo. Nice, okay. We'll hold on to that. Gotta close my chat settings so I can actually see the chat. There we go. But anyway, yeah, I was hired right after the original State of Decay 1 came out. So I worked on the PC port, I worked on the expansions, and I worked on the Year 1 Survival Edition. And so things like Clio, things like vehicle trunks, that stuff was stuff that I worked on. So I think I made a solid addition to the original State of Decay, but I definitely don't get to take any credit for the game itself, for the creation of the franchise. Brant, who you all know, I think he gets to have a lot of credit for that. So do a lot of other people who you don't necessarily see all the time. Okay, so I'm still looking for a place where I can get materials. What about here? No. Aha, materials, right there. That's where we want to be going. So let's see if we can get materials in the next 10 minutes. And then head home to defend against that zombie siege. So Mama Tinker says that I helped on her favorite DLC. Which one is that? Are you thinking Breakdown or Lifeline? Breakdown. Yeah, so that actually influenced State of Decay 2 quite a bit. The fact that Breakdown was so popular with long-term players is part of why we kind of took... I don't know. We didn't get all the way there.
Keep it down, damn.
But we did kind of structure State of Decay 2 with the thought that people would be playing it again and again iteratively, the way that you did, sort of play through multiple levels of Breakdown. I think we could have done a much better job of leaning into that play style. And we still have thoughts about how we might move in that direction. We've got a nice little tiny horde here.
Shit. A lot of plague zombies
They're
around
cute,
here.
like a tiny house.
I need a break.
All right, I just have a couple more inventory slots. I figured like a little ruin like this would be a good place to just grab a few extra things. Oh, right. There's a discovery over here at the Muffler Man.
Celebrating 4 generations of Muffler Meisters. Sure, whatever.
I love that his subtitle says, "Man, that takes me back," but he just says, "Yeah, whatever." I think what that means is
Just gotta keep looking.
that was probably an ad-lib by the actor.
Okay,
And we never got around to updating the subtitle to fit what he actually said. Oh. Don't plague me, you jerk. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm out of inventory space. So let's head back to base. Let's defend our base. Ooh, Screamer. Let's make sure we catch that on the road. We'll defend our base. Deposit all of this stuff. And then I think we'll try to go after that Plague Heart. Now, I don't know at what point we're going to have enough influence to claim that base up there. But we're going to get closer anyway. Hello. Haha. +5 influence. Every little bit helps. So Cogs says when you do unscheduled streams that people miss, it breaks their channel point streaks. Wait a minute. So people get like bonus channel points for watching all of my streams, and if I do a stream that they miss, it penalizes them? And so that like incentivizes me to not stream impulsively, to like carefully only stream at scheduled times? That sounds like garbage. I don't like that. I mean, yeah, making people, I don't know, anxiety about streaks. I mean, it's a psychological method that you use with, like, when you're doing, like, exploitative mobile games, and you're trying to get people to play your game every single day. You use streaks as a way to motivate them.
We have a long fight on our hands.
And it's a little pushy. I hate the idea that it would not only be kind of psychologically pushy on my audience, but that it also would be pushy with me and saying that I can't do things like my normally, unscheduled streams with my kids, for instance. Like that. So I apologize if I'm messing up channel point streaks, but I'm sorry, I don't think I want to try to alter what I do and like tell myself that I'm not allowed to do impulsive streams with my children because of channel point rewards. Hey, sorry, Motorfox Racer. I don't usually play co-op with folks that I don't know well. Partly just because of it's actually kind of a social anxiety thing, so it's no fault of yours. But yeah, I just do much better with proper parasocial relationships. Where's this other zombie I'm hearing? Oh, there they are. Oh, you all want to take this? Oh, I got it. Oh, nice shot, everybody. We did it.
They can't step to this.
Okay, so we are almost halfway to our goal for claiming the Red Talon base.
Yep, I'm still the best.
The question is, do we think that Jack Kilgore, attorney at law, is the guy? Is he the guy?
Last
Oh, what?
flag in the piece.
Oh, do we still have that bug? Oh, we've still got that bug where you're reloading a gun and the magazine of your other gun animates. All right, let me take a little note about what time this was so I can grab this video later. So it's in the 24 minute section. We got magazine bug. Grr. Okay, cool. So Bad PC01 wants to know, how long have I worked at Undead Labs? I have worked at Undead Labs since 2013, since the release of State of Decay 1. So I guess that's, what is that, 8 years? I'm 8 years at Undead Labs, which is a long time. The previous place I worked, though, I worked 11 years, so I still haven't, it's still not the longest place I've ever worked, but it's starting to catch up. I'm looking forward, actually, to when it's the place I've worked the longest in my career, just because it's a good place, and it's a place that I'm proud of working, which I can't necessarily say for every other place I've worked. So I've decided that Jack Kilgore, Attorney at Law, is equipped to fight a plague heart. I'm not sure if I'm going to feel good about that decision after I meet the plague heart, but we'll have to see. Before I get all the way there, let me catch up with the chat again real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so I'm seeing some support for the fact that I don't intend to stop streaming at random times opportunistically. Because, I mean, one of the other things, it's not just streaming with my kids. It's also sometimes I'll find sort of the right occasion while I'm at work when, you know, I need to test out some bug or you know, explore something, and rather than just doing it on my own, I go live and I do it on the stream, which, you know, gives me an opportunity to get more perspectives on what I'm looking at than just my own. And actually, you know, when I'm talking and explaining things to people, I get more analytical about it, and it makes me better at my job. So I definitely don't want to give up those opportunities. So thank you for supporting me, just not worrying about channel point streaks. Oh, hey, Bad PC. Thank you for saying nice things about my videos. I appreciate it. Okay, so it's in. Is it in here? Looks like. Hello, friendly zombie. Thank you for rolling out the welcome wagon. Uh-oh. The music is saying that I'm in trouble.
Man, this place fucking reeks.
You reek. Ah, what the? What was that? Oh, hi. I'm a great shot. Oh, there's the plague heart. Okay. I guess there's a reason I gave this guy a shotgun. Oh, wait. That's not what I meant to do. Well, probably needed it, I guess. I think I just... Ah, crap. I think I just heard a feral.
Like that motherfucker?
Oh, dang it! Thought I had him. Nope, 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 nope. Oh. Thank you for having such a large... What was that? Such a large magazine. Really?
Bust it up.
There we go.
Plague heart's down for the count.
Oh.
Start securing this area, I guess.
Jack Kilgore, Attorney at Law. Oh, we got some fire. That would have been useful earlier.
Can't carry that.
So he's got a Bowie knife. Ah, what the? Get! What? Really? So, you were outside the killing radius, and you just wandered in to find me. Thank you so much. Alright. Well, now I'm almost plagued up.
Whatever.
Oh, got no space in my inventory. Hopefully nobody else has any bright ideas. Coming in here and attacking me. Oh, hi, the sun's coming up. Oh, man. This feels positively cinematic. It's like, it was nighttime, I come inside, fight this horrible monster thing. And then when I succeed, ooh, a lathe chisel. Oh, this is one of our new,
Filthy fucking muertos are making me sick.
that's one of our new, what are they called? Close combat weapons. All right, let's go and grab some more stuff. Cloudcraft? What do you mean I'm failing at my own game? You defeat the plague heart, you win. That's how it works. So Brian Menard comes in here and he's like a hidden celebrity. It's like people are like, wait a minute. Brian Menard? Are you the Brian Menard? Because in State of Decay circles, Brian Menard is a very popular dude.
Can't carry that.
Yeah, no, Cogs, I've got to make the channel point reward for putting a name in State of Decay 2. I've got to make that expensive. The last thing I want is for everybody to be able to do it. So I made it as expensive as I could possibly justify. And that is a feature, not a bug. Okay, I guess I'll stick the energy drinks in there. Let's go get one more thing. Actually, wait a minute. Are there going to be materials in here?
Bueno, no muertos around.
Well, not in a fuel container. Maybe in here.
Alright, alright.
Well, it's something. Actually, you know what? I can use this immediately. Oh yeah, I never actually officially congratulated you, Brian, on landing 200. What is it? Not 200, but 20,000 subscribers. That's pretty good. And I should thank you for helping me get to, where am I? Am I like around? Am I getting closer to 2,000 subscribers in my YouTube channel? I'm an order of magnitude down, but that's fine. Like I said, I'm not in this to be a popular streamer. I'm in this because I get other things out of having an audience to sort of to talk through my thoughts with. How many subscribers do I have on YouTube? I'm just seeing how many I got recently. Some of them from being in Brian Menard's chat. Where is this number? Where does the number go? I don't even see it. Whatever. Oh, there we are. 1875. So yeah, not quite 2,000, you know. So thank you, Brian, for pushing some people my way. That was very nice of you. You and Sunny Games made a difference. What the heck am I doing with this note in my backpack? It says, call mom. Okay. I should call my mom. I don't really call my mom that often. In the meantime, though, let's grab some parts. Let's leave that alone so this thing stays clearly marked as unscavenged. All right, I think we're full up. Time to head back. Oh no, infestation. We'll have to deal with that. Let's see, how are we doing on influence? 943, so we definitely need some more influence before we can claim the Red Talon base, because that is, I believe, 1,500 influence. So I wonder how else we can get influence. I mean, I think that you get influence from clearing an infestation, don't you? Let's just head down this way. I always make the mistake of just driving straight to this bridge, this fallen bridge, and trying to park there. I mean, trying to drive across it, and I end up having to stop, and eventually I just decide to drive off the cliff rather than doing anything else. But that's not, you know, always the best move, so let's go take the big bridge. Okay, let's remember there's a Tartan Mart down here. And then... oh, I love our vehicle physics. Feels so good to skid around corners like that. Oh, hey, yeah, so sorry that I do have trouble keep tracking the chat while I play. So if you do have, like, a question you really want me to answer, tagging me so that it highlights my name is usually a really good way to go. So, thank you, Bad PC. I appreciate being appreciated. It makes me feel really good.
Won't help anyone, especially you.
Ray, I just heard that one of the groups we were supporting in Trumbull left the valley.
Huh?
It sounds like they're pretty angry with us. Ray, are you there? Pick up. We need to talk. Raimundo Santos, you'd better not be ducking my call.
Sounds like my mom catching me sneaking in after curfew.
I guess we were due for a run of good luck.
So, I've heard that dialogue that Lily just said over the radio so many times, and the reason for that is that dialogue behind the scenes is the mission that spawns Ray Santos. And so anytime I needed to do a Ray Santos mission, test out a Ray Santos mission, when I started the game, the first thing I had to do was force spawn that mission and listen to Lily say all that dialogue, because our ability to skip a mission is based on that mission appearing on the map screen, so we can highlight it and make it our current mission. But because those radio missions are hidden missions, I can't skip it. So I would have to spawn the mission, listen to that entire dialogue, and then I could spawn the next Ray Santos, whatever Ray Santos mission I wanted to skip to, because Ray Santos would have already been spawned in the world. So Ray Santos exists now. He's hiding somewhere, and if you look in the exact right place, you can probably find him. But now that unlocks the first Ray Santos mission, which will show up at some time in the near future. Yeah, so M. Ferris is saying that that driving with a mouse and keyboard can be really rough. You know, that I really like driving the car with a controller. I have started getting used to driving with a mouse and keyboard because that's the easiest way to go when I'm testing in the editor. But you're right, it definitely has a different feel to it. I have trouble doing things like, bootlegger 180 turns and stuff like that, like stuff that's really fun to do with a controller. I have trouble pulling it off on a mouse and keyboard. But a lot of that is just, me being unaccustomed to that control scheme. I originally played State of Decay on a, let's be Lauren. Let's level up Lauren. I originally played State of Decay on an Xbox 360, of course, because that's where it first came out. And so I'm very accustomed to playing it with a controller. So Tom Orr wants to know, is there a difference between the normal game and the Juggernaut version? So the Juggernaut edition was basically a free update we did to the entire game that packaged in all the DLC for the game. So it's kind of like a Game of the Year edition or Ultimate edition, with the exception that anyone who bought any version of the original game got it for free, rather than needing to sort of pay to upgrade to it or something. So basically every version of State of Decay out there that is at all connected to the internet is the Juggernaut edition. So it's kind of the only edition now. So you don't need to worry, I think, about whether you have the Juggernaut edition or not. If you've got State of Decay, and you didn't just put a disc on a machine that's not connected to the internet and just installed the original version, if you did anything besides that, you've got the Juggernaut edition. Oh, so Struggling Forecast wants to know why we went with randomly generated characters for this game. Let me quickly... So she's got a suppressed gun. She's got a bunch of bullets in this gun for emergency. She's got some fire. Okay, yeah, she's pretty well equipped. Let's figure out where we're sending her before I continue. Oh, yeah. So one thing we should definitely do. Take out that infestation. And then what? I mean, I could go after another Plague Heart. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go after another Plague Heart. I've got a nice, fully loaded automatic weapon. I've got some explosives. And I've got the ability to run away if I have a problem. So all of those things together mean I should go after a Plague Heart. Let's do the infestation first, though. So why did we go with randomly generated characters? It feeds into our permadeath feature. So one of the key features of the State of Decay experience, like one of the things that I think this would not be State of Decay. There's a lot of things you could change about State of Decay and it would still be State of Decay. One thing you cannot change about it is permadeath. Like, one of the whole points of the game is the fact that you can lose a character and lose them forever. And so that adds a certain amount of importance to deaths, to loss in the game. It's not just, oh, well, I screwed up, I'll try again. It's like, no, I lost Anna last session. I lost a character named Anna who had a really cool leather jacket, and I liked her. And I'm, really sad that she's not going to be in my community now. But one of the sort of essential components of permadeath is the idea that you really will not get that character back. And so, if, for instance, we had, gave you the ability to create characters yourself. Like, if the characters were all manually created by you, then whenever you lost a character, you could just go and remake the same character. And so, death would lose its sting. If we had, the original State of Decay had a bunch of characters that were in every community that you started with. You could recruit some randos, but you always had Marcus, Ed, Maya, Sam, this particular set of characters. and when you lost, so it was an interesting trade-off. When you lost your Marcus, that was a really memorable moment. When I first lost my Marcus, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this game? It was a really sort of revolutionary moment for me as a player of the game. But I also knew if I ever wanted Marcus back, I could start the game over from scratch. And so that's kind of a trade-off, because I think my emotional connection to Marcus was deeper because he was a specifically written, and created character. But I also knew I hadn't really lost him. And so with State of Decay 2, we went with all randomly generated characters to try to lean harder in that direction. And I think we did learn that, there was a cost to that. There isn't really a Marcus in State of Decay 2.
Coming to you from the bustling metropolis of Marshall.
There isn't a Maya, there isn't a Sam.
I expect you've seen what the Blood Plague tried to do to this town.
And that is a cost that we paid.
Almost took over the valley.
The experience
Thanks to some brave folks.
is kind of missing something because of that.
Now the walls may have given us a tool to make this valley live again.
Okay, Tressie, you just keep talking.
More news on that when it's available. For now, stay strong out there.
So we deliberately timed those missions so that they would not happen when you're in the middle of combat, but unfortunately, the game can't tell when I'm in the middle of talking, so it's still
Don't do that again.
it can still interrupt me. But yeah, so State of Decay 2 was a trade-off. We decided to sacrifice one thing to gain another. I'm not sure what we're going to do in future iterations in the franchise, if it'll be more like State of Decay 2, or if it'll be more like State of Decay 1, or if it's going to do something completely different. One thing I really would love to do is keep working on the question of, can I make a procedurally generated character feel as special as a bespoke character? So far, I think we haven't cracked that code yet. People definitely do have characters they've invested in. Like, I would feel really bad if I lost the Bunny Lord, or Jack Kilgore, Attorney at Law, or Cowpuncher. And I think that
I've seen all I'm gonna find here.
one important component is, giving people, giving the characters in the game, a lot of really unique, weird, standout features that can make them feel unique and feel special, even if they're randomly generated, like weird, rare costumes, for instance. The fact that the Bunny Lord has got, her name is not the Bunny Lord, her name is Becky. The fact that Becky has got a bunny suit on makes her feel special to me, and it makes me value her. The fact that Cowpuncher has got the nickname Cowpuncher makes him feel special to me. It's really hard. It would be really hard for me to roll another Cowpuncher because that's such a rare name. So I think that helps people value the characters, but it doesn't help them connect with the characters as people. It just helps them value them as commodities, which is, that's a step in the right direction. If our goal is to make death feel powerful, that is certainly one way to go about it that is effective. But, it doesn't do everything. All right, let's see if we're ready for this plague heart. So, but I would love to figure out, a good way to make procedurally generated characters actually feel like there's a story being told about them that is unique to them, that is authored, bloater, that makes them as good as a Marcus or a Maya or an Ed. And that's a hard problem to solve. And I don't know if we'll ever succeed, but it's something that, with each iteration of State of Decay that I work on, that's the thing that I care about trying to figure out. So we learned some things in State of Decay 2. I think that among, random character generators, I'm pretty proud of the character generator that we came up with. It's one of the things in my career, actually, that it might be the thing in my career that I'm most proud of.
My skin is crawling. Must be a plague heart nearby.
But there's a lot further that we can go. So, Silver, we are working on trying to figure out why some players feel like it just takes forever to get through all the story missions in State of Decay, in Trumbull Valley. There's a lot of zombies out here, and my car is not going to be enough. Can I lead them into enough of a... Oh, there's a bloater. Cool. Enough of a big pile that I can get them with one Molotov. I think that seems unlikely. Hey, come here, over this way. Where are you going? I'm over here. I don't think one Molotov is likely to work with these guys. But if I can get them to run past this bloater and make an explosion with the bloater. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, okay, the ones over there are just confused. Okay. It's not happening. But they're all far enough away. Maybe I've got some time with this plague heart
Gonna get the stink out of my clothes.
before... No, get off!
Fire in the hole! Last one.
Go, get off me!
Guess that's my last shot.
Okay. Oh gosh, feral? What? Why is there a feral? Hi, I've forgotten where I left my car. And I'm very tired. Okay, Feral's charging me. Where? Where is he? He's hiding in the corn. Feral hiding in the corn. Okay, okay. Took care of that guy. Seriously, though. Car. Okay. Where's my car? Dude, where's my car? Okay, so I did not quite have the juice to take out this whole plague heart. Okay, quick bootlegger turn. There we go. All right, was not quite ready, but that thing is almost gone. So we just need to head back to base, rearm. And do I must have a repair kit. I think I've got one, and I just keep not using it. Whew. Cogs points out that if we put on a button for muting missions and things like that, that would help give streamers a chance to talk. That's a good point. Anyway, so yeah, so we are looking into why missions, the Trumbull Valley missions sometimes take forever. There's a lot of things that can cause a mission not to spawn. I guess I might as well use these. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that can cause a mission not to spawn. One thing is, is there being too many enclaves on the map.
On my last magazine.
And enclaves actually, enclaves have a what am I trying to say? Like a distance limit between them. Like you can't get them too close to each other because we're afraid of having too much AI in the same close territory at the same time. I'm wondering if maybe that, in individual cases, could be causing problems with the official missions. Like if we need to... I'm going to ask a programmer about that. It might not be a problem at all, but can random enclaves crowd out story enclaves? We should probably make sure that that's not true. But another thing is just... It just takes a lot of time sometimes. Like I think the game tries to spawn one of these story missions maybe every 8 minutes or something like that, but there's a lot of things that can prevent it. If you're in combat, for instance, when that 8-minute mark hits, we won't spawn the next radio mission and stuff like that because we want you to be able to hear it. And so, for instance, if you're running around in the lethal zone and you're just in combat and in danger all the time, and you don't have a lot of breaks, that could really slow down the rate at which these missions spawn. So we're definitely, in the next hotfix, we are going to loosen up some of the criteria for spawning these missions and see if that makes a positive difference. But there might be other things we still need to solve. So sorry about that. If that, we did, before we went live, we did, of course, verify that these missions were all spawnable. In fact, one of them turned out to be a little bit too spawnable. It kept spawning again and again when it wasn't supposed to. I think I've got a toolkit in the back of this car, actually. Yes, we do. All right. So yeah, we've we made sure that they all spawned, but we didn't, one of the things that is really valuable about, seeing player feedback is the fact that sometimes there are things that will happen, 1% of the time, which means we'll never catch it, with our testing processes. But with, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people playing the game all at once, that's going to happen to a significant number of people. So, yeah, we got to listen to you folks and be careful. Let's see. Okay,
Does anyone
so
wanna step up and take charge around here?
I don't need a leader. I'm fine. Oh, right. I pulled up to the other side. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to finish taking out that plague heart. And it's going to be pitifully easy because I've already taken it down 2 phases. Oh, interesting. Demon Byaku. Okay, whenever I slow down, I'll write down that message. Yeah, so I am not at all surprised that you're having a problem with the I've got a mission badge persisting on a character when the mission is gone. That makes perfect sense. We've had a lot of trouble here and there with that particular badge. And so it's actually, I really appreciate you telling me sort of all the steps it took you to get there, because that gives, we've seen that badge misbehaving. We might not have been sure exactly what led to it, though. So I'm gonna write down what you said, that basically changing difficulties and obviating your missions while one of them had a character badge might have made the badge persist. That's something we can follow up with testers and find out if it's happening only in limited circumstances or if it's happening all the time, if that's just a thing that just constantly happens. That makes it much easier to fix. Bugs that happen all the time are easier to fix than bugs that happen rarely, because if you can always make it happen, you can figure out what's going wrong much more easily.
Citizens of Trumbull Valley. This is Lily Ritter with the network.
If you're lucky to be able to make a mission...
About my friend Ray Santos.
oh, sorry.
He hasn't been answering his radio, and I'm getting a little worried.
You got Lily talk.
I'm sure it's nothing, but I'd appreciate it if someone could check and make sure everything is okay. Once again, if anyone in Western Farmlands can check in on my friend Ray Santos, I'd really appreciate it. I'm sharing his last known location now.
That's where I am. Hey, Lily. I'm near that location you just shared, but the house looks empty.
That's not good. I know this is asking a lot, but could you please check it out for me?
Okay, so this was interesting for me to see, because I think that this mission is meant to fire when you approach this house, but it didn't fire until I had killed the plague heart, which means one of the features we implemented intentionally is working. But it also means, that could be a reason why some players
Must be my lucky day.
feel like they might never get this mission, is because
Well, I guess it's not nothing.
they might always be, if they haven't fought this plague heart, they might always be in conflict when they come up here. Oh, what am I doing? I can't pick up these seeds. Is there any space left in here? Just for that. All right. Well, since we're here, why am I getting in the car? Because I was going to drive literally like 10 feet to be closer to this house. All right, so this is his home. You can tell from the upper left corner of the screen. It just occurred to me, with all this stuff in my pockets, I'm going to have trouble picking up whatever I need to pick up for the mission. There we are.
Lily, you read me? I'm out here looking for Ray, but all I found is a map of some nearby farms.
No. Ray usually spends more time out in the field than at home. That map could lead me right to him. I suggest you start with the closest site and work out from there.
For sure.
Oh, so Tronic Turtle wants to know. Oh, wait. First, I'll answer Cogs' question. Cog says, you pick up flares all the time, but I never see you use them. Yeah, so flares and other distractions are really only useful. I mean, they can be a little bit useful if you're very clever and cautious at the higher difficulty levels, but they're mostly useful at standard and below. I pick them up because I'm weird and acquisitive, and I just feel like I have to get every single thing, even things I don't care about. So yeah, I don't really use them at this difficulty
Nice
level.
To meet you.
Oh, hi, Ray.
Let me guess. Lily sent you out looking for me because I haven't returned her calls.
Yep.
Should be upset, but the truth is, I could use a little help. I thought I had stashed some useful medicine here, but now I'm thinking the clinic up the road is my best bet.
The veterinary clinic.
You mind keeping me company? I'm not moving as fast as I used to.
So anyway, I was going to answer Tronic Turtle's question about the name Durangatang. So my Xbox Live gamer tag is Rangatang, and that's because the first time... So I think that when people make up nicknames for themselves, it's usually a little bit lame. I don't know, like Headshot or 360, 69 or something like that. It's always just some terrible thing that makes you sound like a child. And so I'm always looking for, when I need to have a nickname for myself, like I'm looking for something that someone else gave me. And it's not like people give me nicknames all the time, so it's kind of rare. So there was this thing. I was a newlywed when I first got Xbox Live, and I was kind of disgusting. Like I would call my wife pet names and things like that. And so one of the things I called her occasionally was Monkey for some reason. And so one time she answered me, like I called her Monkey, and she answered by calling me Rangatang. And it was adorable. And because, because I've got like sort of the orange beard and stuff like that, it fit. And I was like, oh, Rangatang. And then like the next day I needed to make my Xbox Live account. And so I was like, Rangatang, that's who I am. That's my nickname. She literally never called me that more than the one time. So it's not like it's a real nickname I have, but because it came from someone else, it felt more legitimate. And so I went with it. And so I ran with it. But I was not an early adopter of YouTube or Twitch. And so the name Rangatang was already taken when I got to those sites. And so I just added a DE at the beginning, which you could read as the orangutan, just sort of, spoken casually, Durangatang, or you could read it as a portmanteau with the word deranged. And I like that the word deranged was in there. So that's why I'm Durangatang. It's kind of an elaborate story, and honestly, like, I probably could have done a lot better. Like, if people are looking for, they've seen the design director of State of Decay 2 and they want to find his channel. Finding Durangatang from that is like impossible. And it's actually, if I say it out loud, people don't know how to spell it. So it's not the best name in the world. But that's fine. I think I would need to have chosen something better if I was going for a very large viewership and wanting, it to be really easy to remember and type my name. But because I'm not really going for that, it's probably fine. But yeah, there you go. There's the story. Oh, hey, Noah Merrill. I'm glad you're excited about the new update. Anyway, let's talk to Ray here.
Hey, the clinic I need to search isn't very far. Do you mind tagging along?
Sure.
Thank you. Sincerely. The clinic is just up the road. It shouldn't take long to get there.
Well, hop in my car.
Ray, if you don't mind me asking, why do you need my help with this?
My body keeps reminding me I'm not a young man anymore. I've just racked up too many miles, I'm afraid.
Right. Ray, tell me about the supply stashes you've set up.
It's just another way I'm trying to take care of the valley. And after all, I'm not going to be here forever. Okay, I guess it's time to start searching the place.
How about we clear out the Z's first?
That's a good idea. They're coming from every which way.
So clearing out this vet clinic was one of the very first missions that you did in the original State of Decay.
I'm out of gas.
You don't know me yet, but you really want to come out and meet up with me. How about it?
Ooh, a wandering trader. Hello. I knew there's another zombie because I did that particular
almost felt sorry
finisher.
for him. Almost. We make a good team.
Thanks for your help. I can handle things from here. I just need to find some painkillers and then rest here for a while.
Ray, I get the feeling there's something you're not telling me.
I apologize, my friend. I suppose I owe you the truth. The fact is, well, the fact is I'm dying.
What? You're dying?
Yeah, I'm afraid it's the big C. Cancer.
Cancer? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. But how can you be sure?
I watched my father go through the same thing a long time ago. And my uncle, too. And now it's my turn. Even with so much work left to do. But please keep this quiet. Not many people know, and I don't want folks worrying about me. Look, if I need more help, I promise to give you a call rather than getting into trouble by myself, okay?
All right, Ray. Be safe. And we'll talk again soon.
Be careful out there.
All right. Well, Ray is here now. That's good. I can't really search the place because I've already filled up my inventory. And I should probably get her back home because she is a little bit sick. So I just completed the bounty that gives me the Jawbreaker. Where is that wandering trader? Pretty near base. Okay. So we'll go drop off Lauren and we'll maybe switch to Becky. And so the next time we go on a mission, we really need to make sure we bring a follower with us so that we can start clearing out the next bounty on my list. Oh, and I need to find a feral to attach to my car so I can kill it with a vehicle, too. So next time I see a feral, I really need to run to get into a car. So Noah Merrill also has a question about missions taking too long to pop up in Trumbull Valley. So yeah, there's a lot of factors. I've explained this a couple times before. There's a lot of factors. They only pop up when you are not in conflict. So if you're playing at higher difficulty levels, that's less often. A lot of them, depend on their ability to spawn enclaves, and I think it's entirely possible. This is a theory that I have not proven yet, but it's entirely possible. And we need to investigate whether having random enclaves on the map could actually stop some missions from firing. I don't know if that's actually an explanation here or not, but it's something that I got to be cautious with. But mostly, it's like a lot of them are just really interdependent on each other, and you can only have one active at a time. So, for instance, if you're just not that interested in Tresi Huerta's missions, and you've got a Tresi Huerta mission up, I think that actually stops the other missions from firing until you complete that Tresi Huerta mission. So so there's a few different factors. So we're going to try to loosen up that one and see what a difference it makes. See if we see, completion rates for these missions go up in our analytics. And if they don't, we'll try other things. But we want everyone to see these missions. We did not restrict them out of any desire to make people not experience them. To the contrary, we want people to have them. We just wanted to make the experience as good as we could. And so that's why we sort of made them a little slower, a little rarer, made them, pop when you are actually in a safe place where you can listen to them. But if that's causing them to not fire at all for some people, then obviously that is not what we're looking for. So we'll have to figure that out. All right, so she's got a little backup shotgun there. And that... Okay, so let's see what we want to sell. We've got some luxuries, obviously. A note. So yeah, let's sell some of our distractions. Actually, not the flares. Because I can't sell all of them. I want to get rid of an entire category. So let's put these things in our trunk. And then come back for more. So our goal is to get as much influence as we can. We've got 1346 right now. And I think if we sell the right stuff, we can get up to 1500 and claim that base at the end of the episode. I guess technically I probably am already at the point where I would normally consider this to be the end of the episode. But whatever. Let's just sell all the stuff that I don't use much. including snacks. Haha, because I'm terrible. Already got a saw blade sword. Normally she actually does carry around a blade like this. Though actually, you know what? The fencing tool has got a little bit of a pink look to it. It might actually go with her decor a little better. Okay, so let's head over to that trader. Let's get some influence and see if we can move into our new base. Whoop. Dennis Okiba, that's a good call out. I'll see what we can do. So Dennis Okiba suggesting that the tank hammer is worse than the common sledgehammer, which makes it not as interesting of a bounty reward. That is totally worth looking into. Can't make you any promises because, you know, I think I'm not the one who knows the most about the balance of the weapons in the game. So somebody else is gonna have to look at the whole thing holistically. But hello, bloater. I have an idea. Let's not drive through your cloud. Let's just go the other way. No, the other way is not off the edge of the bridge, Becky. Come on. Running low on gas, but hopefully this tank's enough to get me everywhere I need to go. Let's just go grab the other bridge, which is pretty close, actually, to where this trader is. I love how haphazard this whole deal is. This bridge was based on an original piece of concept art by Kevin Punn that looked really cool, and I'm glad that we ended up turning it into a real piece of art in the game. I mean, obviously concept art is also real art. That's not what I meant. Oh, and Ah! Get off.
Not for the sheriff. We'd be in bad shape. Here's a little something as a thank you gift.
Struggling forecast, I think the suggestion you're making is very similar to some thoughts that we've been having too internally about the way that we manage missions and characters. That right now it's like a lot of the kinds of missions that we give your characters tend to be these like quirky backstory missions. That, you know, the first time you get them, maybe they're interesting, but like the ninth repetition feels kind of weird. And I think it might actually be better if the missions that were coming from inside your community were ones that were more proactively about the goals of your community. Things like you were suggesting, clearing out infestations.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm with the network. Maybe you've heard of us?
Network trader. So yeah, I think there probably are improvements we can make along those lines that would, you know, let you be going out doing useful things that feel like they're valuable to your community, but have that be connecting you to your characters better rather than just to randos from the outside.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so what does she have to offer first? Is there anything here that I consider as network signal booster? Yes, we do need that. So we're going to sell what we can here. And that network signal booster is valuable enough. It's worth delaying the base.
That's a lot of stuff.
I'll say that straight up. So, unequivocally, I'm okay with not getting the base this time around. If it means we get a signal booster.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, all right.
So we'll sell this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah, so I've got less than I had before. But that's fine. The signal booster's worth it. Network trader is rare enough. So I would have had enough to claim that base, but I still think I made the right choice. Huh. Noah Merrill is apparently running into a situation where his game is freezing when he's driving near the starter base. That is definitely not a consistent problem we're seeing. I mean, you've seen me drive by that starter base. I live at the starter base. You've seen me drive by it a bunch of times. I'm not sure why the game would be freezing consistently for you when you're driving past there. Unless it only happened to you once, in which case it might have just been random where you happen to be. And it could have frozen for some other reason. I'm not sure, but that is distressing. All right. Oh, one thing I always meant to do with Becky here is give her the hard candy backpack. Because that looks so nice. Oh, man. Look at that. She's got her beautiful hard candy backpack. That's great. And whenever we're ready to go back to the bounty broker to get that jawbreaker, that's going to be a good sidearm for her. I'm going to go with the whole deal with her, unless... Okay, good. Endurance. I was hoping that I had not given her a weapon type specific specialty, because I wanted to switch her to the what was the name of the bat? Oh man, it's not the mob stopper. It's not the jawbreaker. All of these weapons have really cool names, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, I wanted to get her the dog collar baseball bat. Yeah, so Noah, are you playing on PC? Like, I'm just trying to figure out if there's something maybe unique about your setup that would be causing the game to freeze for you. Okay, I'm trying to think, is there any last thing I want to do as we're wrapping this session up? I think maybe not. I think we're probably okay. We're really, really close to being able to... oh, we've got a brewer's mission, too. We're really close to being able to claim the base we want, and... we know what we need to do in order to complete sort of the next bounty we're going to get. So maybe this is a nice sort of relaxing time to do a break between episodes. So let me switch over to my end screen. If you want to subscribe to my channel, right there, there's going to be a button on YouTube. I'll put... Oh, shush, Lauren. I'll put the next Trumbull Valley video there, right there. I don't know how to point at this. Click that if you want to keep going.